Hey everybody, it's the King of all Koopas here, and welcome to back. Welcome to more Star Wars Battlefront 2. More being question mark because anyone who watched the original playthrough of this, that the audio that was yeah. Okay, we need a little music, but I'm gonna have it low because copyright. Alright, that hopefully that's okay. I hope so. I don't want to have to do this again. Actually, I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna back down. We're gonna go 10%, hopefully. So you guys can hear a little, but it's not enough to get copyright. I mean, I understand why copyright things exist, and I mean, it's a big problem, of course. But when it's in the case of stuff like this, it's just a hindrance. Right. So we're going to be playing through the entire Rise of the Empire campaign, like we did before. But we're going to start off with training, only because for story purposes. Because of the Journal of the 501st it has. Alright, let's start off with it. Attack the clones. Seriously, why did they make this its own separate thing? Why couldn't they just have like a level playing field, a random map, and have like a tutorial just take you through it? Then have Attack the Clones be its own thing? Well, have the Geonosis battle be its own thing? Whatever.
My first day as a member of the 501st. It was hot, it was sandy, chaotic. Nothing at all like the simulations on Camino. Of course, that's pretty much the way it was for all of us, wasn't it? All that breeding, all those years of training. It doesn't really prepare you for all the screaming or the blood, does it? Frankly, I'm still amazed we ever made it through the first hour. Never mind the first day.
Right. So we just start off basic clone trooper. Actually, most of the time I like to play in first person.
This is a real battle. Some activity has been reported in the vicinity of Checkpoint Alpha. Get there and secure the area.
Right, so in this game we can...
detected in the area. Take them out before they can report our position.
Yeah, so in this game we can actually sprint, unlike the first game. So that's an improvement. There's space battles, which we'll get into. And we can actually play as the heroes. Which is all well and good.
Let's hope those scouts didn't get word back to their...
And of course they actually have actual cutscenes versus the first one, which was just part of the movies.
Good job, but the droid army is headed this way. Capture the downed Techno-Union ship to secure a stronger foothold for our troops.
Yeah, so this is a command post. These are important to being able to spawn closer to the action and other things.
Go to the downed Techno-Union ship and switch to the engineer class at the command post there.
We can actually swap classes mid-battle in this game.
To repair the health and ammo droid.
The regular soldier we were playing as before, they're just the basic. general purpose soldier. This is the engineer. Used to be the pilot in the first game.
Nice work, Trooper. The CIS have sent in a column of spider walkers. Get to
Can
the
repair
AT
droids and all that, and I think. Oh, he's got a shotgun in this game. In the first game, he had an arc, like a lightning gun. So yeah, we're playing through the Battle of Geonosis. First battle of the Clone War. And arguably, it went in the clones' favor.
On top of the Techno Union ship.
Which is good.
Use a command post to switch to the Jet Trooper class.
Right. We'll be right there with that, just destroying that. Supposedly, over 200 Jedi went to Geonosis. Less than 20 came back. About 20 came back.
Who knows what secrets it might hold?
Oh yeah, any class that can fly or jump really high cannot use their abilities while they are carrying something.
Get up there and take over that post. It will give us a strong vantage point on the battlefield.
The Jet Trooper is armed with an EMP launcher that is lethal to droids. Turning down my commentary. Way too low. That's probably better. And I completely miss. Should I just... Oh, I'm not this bad normally, guys. Alright, I'm switching to a normal class. To the normal trooper. The basic soldier class, as it would be. That's still a little too low.
Watch those wrist rockets.
Weird. Yes, definitely watch those wrist rockets.
We've got droids.
We got more than droids to deal with. We also got Geonosians to worry about. Geonosians wreaked havoc on us during the second battle of Geonosis. And the droids also had the super tank. How did Sidious not know that got approved? Because those things were too OP. Which is probably why he's glad that they got destroyed. Because that would have definitely been because of his masterminded plan to take over everything. The existence of the super tanks would definitely hamper that. Now, people always ask, what if the Separatists won the war? They pretty much couldn't because Sidious was running both sides. Now, if Dooku realized what Sidious's ultimate goal was to betray him, have Anakin do it, and make it an actual war, then that would be a different story. Because in all reality, had it not been for the fact that the Sith were masterminding the war, the Separatist cause was actually sort of a noble movement.
And help thin out the CIS.
Because, come on, because the Republic was corrupt and decaying. And Dooku was an idealist. He was more an idealist. He just became a murderer by joining the Sith. If he hadn't joined the Sith and started the Separatist movement, everything would have been different. And I just shot my own guy. Forgot friendly fire was on, and what the heck happened? Shot by a regular B1 battle droid. I don't think it was an actual B1 though. It was the basic of the Confederacy in this game is the B2 Super. There we go.
Those spider walkers are tearing us to ribbons. Get to a CP and switch to the heavy trooper class.
Flying bugs!
Bugs.
Now take your rocket launcher and give one of those spiders a taste of some heavy fire.
How is it? Never mind.
Master Windu has arrived on the battlefield. A lightsaber will come in handy against these droids.
Yes.
Let's knock down the CIS reinforcements a bit.
Sorry. So, since we're playing as Mace Windu, I gotta ask, what would happen if Mace Windu and Nick Fury met? Well, probably the Avengers would initially mistake Mace Windu as Director Fury and ask, Fury, where's your eye patch? And Windu's like, what? And Fury's like, I was wondering when you would get here.
Take out that turret!
Or not even like that, he's just like, so my past is caught up to me. I died, when I got flung out a window, I fell through a portal, ended up here. Wound out without my force powers. Or something like that. That's just my crazy brain going to work.
Watch those wrist rockets!
There we go. Let's take that CP.
Push the CIS back. Take over their bunker to the north.
I don't think I've ever once hit anyone with Mace Windu's sprint attack.
The Force is with us today.
Yes, it is. At least the droids recognize the futility of facing Mace Windu.
Good job. May the Force be with you.
Ah. That was just me scratching.
Incredibly, the 501st survived the crucible of Geonosis, emerging battle-hardened and ready for whatever the war would throw at us.
Are you sure about that? Public enemy. Does that mean the AI was gunning for me? Probably. Don't need to. Alright. Let's just get started. New game. What world is that? Nope. Oh, I didn't even read that. Nope, not getting copyright. Nope. Should have. I just immediately pressed the button on my Guido. Normally, I like to read the text description of what the mission is. Whatever. Mundi is leading an attack on the CIS manufacturing plant on Megiddo. It's more of a financial world. A powerful energy collector supplies power to its factories. Destroy the energy collector and recover the unique power crystals from its core. Okay, simple enough.
In the waning months of the Clone Wars, the 501st faced missions critical to the agenda of Chancellor Palpatine. When we arrived at the bombed-out ruins of Megiddo, our Jedi commander believed we had been sent to take out a droid energy collector. What Mundi didn't know, however, was that our unit of the 501st was really after an experimental Megiddan power source that the Chancellor wanted for his super laser. Keeping Mundi in the dark wasn't easy. The Jedi had become increasingly wary of the Chancellor's doings, and were on the lookout for the slightest hint of treachery. Just like the rest of them, though, he never caught whiff of what was really going on until it was far too late.
Unfortunately. And super laser. We all know what that's for, don't we? Alright, let's get a move on. Now, as members of the 501st.
Today's target is an energy collector on the northern section of the platform. If we can take it down, production facilities in the area will grind to a halt. Let's move them out. The enemy's forward command post is on the other side of this bridge. We'll have to capture it before moving on.
Let's turn this place into a scrap pile.
And we will. Anyway, now we are officially members of the 501st. You know how I know that? Well, we have blue markings on us. Only the 501st had blue on them. Magna Guards! So in this game, Magna Guards don't have their Electro Staffs. Which I think I once saw like a Battlefront II PC mod that actually gave them their Electro Staffs. Why don't they have the Electro Staffs? Ooh! Thermal detonators are still a problem. Oh yeah, that was the Magna Guard's bullpup rifle. Oh, I know it wasn't. It was an assault droid.
Take out those turrets and clear the deck.
Which are the droid heavy weapons experts. Also, someone needs to tell those gunship pilots to be more careful. Jeez, you can actually, if you have friendly fire turned on, you can actually get killed by a gunship doing a strafing run.
Listen up, man. Before we can begin our assault on the energy collector, we have to get past the shield barricade.
Just give me one moment, Kiadi.
Find the shield and take out the generator.
I want to destroy this tank. Alright, we're good. Let's do this.
Battle droid, knock him down!
Now, Kiadi Mundi. Now, it's a long story, interesting story about Kiadi Mundi.
Lookout point for our mission.
He was actually one of the only Jedi officially allowed by the High Council to marry. Reason, Revan's a different story. We all know that. Well, sort of. That was kind of conditional. Mundi's is also kind of conditional. Technically, it's always conditional if a Jedi's allowed to marry.
Energy collector. We have to penetrate their shield.
Kiadi's is that his race, the Saurians, have an extremely low birth rate. So yeah, so it's a population thing.
Watch for turrets.
Take down the core destroying the generator.
Super battle droid, take him down.
But he does Kiadi actually is allowed time off from the Jedi. Well, not really time off, just sort of vacation time in a way, where he's allowed to go back home to Syria and see his wives and kids. Yes, I said wives. He's got like what? 5? The only condition on him was that he could not form attachments to his wives and kids. And he actually managed to pull it off.
The shields are
I
down.
don't think any of his kids became Jedi. You would think that there are cases where children of Jedi that are Force sensitive don't become Jedi. Actually, I don't. There are cases where not everyone who's a child of a Jedi is Force sensitive. One that comes to mind is from the Old Republic era, Theron Shan, who's the son of Grandmaster Satil Shan and Jace Malcolm, a Republic soldier. When he was young, he was initially trained to be a Jedi, but then it was discovered he didn't have the Force. So yeah. I guess it was also kind of good that Kiadi got killed because yeah, sure, we did take out the energy collector, but the Chancellor wants its crystals for the Death Star super laser. And only the clones of the 501st knew that.
A very happy man.
Yeah, but Theron, most of the Shan line, who are descended from Revan and Bastilla, were Force sensitives and Jedi. Theron was
The success of the mission on Megiddo was something
was an exception.
Suddenly, we realized that the Jedi could be fooled. And if they could be fooled, they could be killed.
That's how they got killed in Order 66. Also interesting fact about Ki-Adi-Mundi. He trained Ashahard Het. Well, he was one of the 2 Jedi who taught Ashahard Het. The other one was Anya Kuro, also known as the Dark Woman. But that's a different story. He also briefly trained Anakin when Obi-Wan was thought dead at the Battle of Jabim. So this was before Anakin was knighted and Ahsoka. This was like in the early days of the war, because Anakin was yet to be knighted and Ahsoka wasn't his Padawan yet. That's the thing about, as much as I love the Clone Wars, like the 2008 to 2000 what 14, 15
More ground-based legions found themselves pressed into space
series.
combat, including the fighting forces of the 501st. For months, every hour of our downtime was spent in the simulator, preparing for the time we would face our enemies from the cockpit of a 170. Finally, the day came to earn our wings. The CIS had staged a daring kidnapping of Chancellor Palpatine and was being escorted from Coruscant by a fleet of separatist ships. With only a few veteran pilots on planet, many of the 501st were pressed into service to drive off the Seps and buy time for a pair of Jedi Knights to rescue the Chancellor.
Yes, uh, as far as the status of of a Clone Wars of the Clone Wars as canon and Legends versus Rebels, which is pure canon. Uh, it's an in between. It's technically
Pilots and
both.
Marines, get to your ships. The Jedi are depending on you.
Like the episodes themselves are both, but some of the tie-in stuff like novels and comics using the Clone Wars characters, like you focus on Anakin and Ahsoka, they are technically Legends. Yeah, but the Clone Wars kind of did damage the original Legends timeline. Mandalorians come to mind. That's just the first thing off the top of my head. But thankfully there's such a thing called headcanons, so there's that. Missile must be coming from a tri-droid! I kinda wish I chose the pilot now. Again, I gotta be a bit more careful. What am I chasing? Oh, it's just a regular droid starfighter? If it was a tri-droid, I'd understand. And why I was so nimble. Which is why, go after the bombers.
We've got fighters.
They're easier targets. Hit him! Thank you. If you so apparently, well, at least in Legends stuff, X1 and X2, the Force-sensitive clones of Fallon Gray, were actually a part of this battle.
Destroy it.
Yes. I will destroy it. By the way, these banking clan ships are their fronts and tops are really strong, but they have weak underbellies.
We need their shields down as quickly as possible.
Don't ask me how I know that. I just know that.
This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
No, duh. Anyway, sometimes the AI. Just drop the shields on that thing. And my proton torpedoes totally missed. Actually, I should probably choose the pilot until we have to go into the hangar. The pilot can repair while in flight.
Vulture in the sky.
So long as you don't have like a fighter on your tail. Of course, as soon as I say that, not the shield, but first, next we gotta take out the... Someone's been hammering the communications array for us.
Well done. Now that they're in disarray, fly into their hangar and land.
One of your objectives is gonna be take out the bridge. You might as well take it out now.
Take down that tri-fighter.
I'm surprised we don't have any reinforcements for this battle, because I guess it's kind of like a space combat training, sort of. You know, the actual training was actually a video on the main menu. Alright, let's go with the Marine because he packs the firepower needed to board an enemy ship. Let's just hope we can fly through it.
Take down that tri-fighter.
Not bothering with that.
Vulture in the
Okay, we're good. Out of the range of the... Oh, come on! That was due to a droid taking off and it ran into me. Thankfully, we don't have any reinforcements. Well, we have infinite reinforcements, as I should say. Throughout all these campaign missions, for the most time, the clones, your clone slash stormtroopers, are going to have a limited amount of reinforcements, and the enemy, being CIS or rebels, will have infinite. I know that's not fair, but you know what but that's how it is.
Use rockets or time bombs to destroy the internal system.
I mean, yeah, the time bombs that the pilot has are pretty powerful, but he's only armed with a pistol. Oh, and a fusion cutter. That's not really what you need to board an enemy ship. No, you need a rifle. And a missile launcher. For heavy explosives. Only reason I'm taking this down is to help our boys outside, even though it won't really matter. It will matter in a later campaign mission. Even though it might not seem like it, it probably will matter. Trust me on that. It's the space battle over Kashyyyk. It would probably help. Hi! Where's the ammo droid? The ammo gong droid, as I should say.
All hands to hangar area. Repeat, all hands to hangar area.
Yeah, all hands to hangar area. There's a clone rampaging about. Oh, there's no, Sometimes when... Oh, wait, no. Is that the Kashyyyk one as well? Where there's the auto turned in here? Because there you have to destroy the engines and the life support. Alright, I'm gonna go get a grenade. And a rocket. Actually, unless one of you guys want to drop some ammo for me. No, that doesn't help. I can't. Those do. Okay, they gave me 2, which is all I need. You coming over here? Why don't you just get back to lame? Actually, back is actually pretty important.
Now, grab a fighter and destroy the bridge of the enemy cruiser. Well done, gents. With
Already did.
The Republic is well on its way to victory.
We'll see about that.
After disabling the final capital ship, General Kenobi and Skywalker took advantage of the opportunity we'd created and rescued the Chancellor. Took all the credit, too.
Technically, the CIS and the Republic both lost. Sidious won. Yeah. I've gone nuts. Yes, I know I have gone nuts. And nuts being nuts is fun. There's a heart of darkness. Right, they're entrenched on Felicia. I can breeze through almost all these levels except for a few of them that you gotta rely on timers. The Kashyyyk one takes forever.
It's been said that the 501st got the best of the war. We also got the worst. On Felucia, the Seps dug their metal heels into the muck of that alien hellhole and dared the Republic to come in after them. So we did. Only to be met with the month after month of flesh-eating diseases, shrieking nocturnal predators, and other sights that haunt me to this day. Cut off and for all we knew, abandoned by our superiors. Our only hope was Ayla Secura, our Jedi commander. Without her iron will, none of us would have come out of that mess with our sanity or our lives. When her death came, I hope it was quick. She earned that much. Our forward unit is under attack by some kind of creatures. Get up there and give them some support.
What is that thing? Where are they? Oh no, they're all dead!
This ATTE is out of commission.
Movement to the north!
Yeah, Clay!
Come. Wipe out these creatures before they rip our unit apart.
Die! Die! Yeah. Take it, you. Yeah. You creature. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Me? Okay, 3 more. What would Commander be? If it stopped moving, maybe I'd throw a nade at them. Well, thermal detonator.
Those things are tough to take down. 2 more to go.
I am out of ammo. Great. Did a pilot drop ammo for me?
Clay, don't provoke it!
Don't provoke it. It provoked us. Well, I am officially screwed. Yeah, and it's probably for the best that the Accolade took me out because I was out of ammo. I gotta kill. Okay. Oh no, I thought I could get the commander. Don't get too close.
Nice work. Just 1 more.
Alright, we're good.
Units have been detected moving in this direction. Defend the ATT.
Now we gotta
until
defend
Jedi
it from the
Master Secura
droids.
arrives.
Alright. Where are they? There they are.
Take out that super!
I think I can get the commander now. I hope so. Yes, I can.
I'm on him!
This guy's packing a big ass gun. and it is OP. Maybe I should really turn friendly fire off. I'm packing the big guns.
Friendly fire!
Yeah, I know. Alright.
Extend in the supers!
So, I saw this theory that the reason that, since we're in Felucia and the Jedi hero right now is Ayla Secura, what warned Yoda of, the clone's betrayal originally was the fact that when, the clones shot Ayla, they actually well, the rest of them were just following orders, right? Which is why the other Jedi didn't realize it, right? But Commander Bly and the clones under Ayla apparently hated her because, well, this is according to the theory, hated her because she always led them into into the worst situations where there were a lot of casualties or something. So when they executed Order 66, they did it with such malice that it actually saved Yoda's life.
A Republic gunship.
But that's just a theory.
Acquire its power.
A Star Wars theory.
To reactivate the ATT.
An unintentional channel reference. Anyway. Seriously, the Jedi move so fast that it's kind of hard to get them with get opponents with the dash attack.
The ATTE has been reactivated. The CIS offensive is being mounted from the fungal tree to the south. Advance on their base of operations there and take out their primary defense turrets.
Friendly fire.
Thankfully, though, the turrets don't move. Where's that Acklay? Don't provoke it. It was provoking us. Sorry, trooper. Anyway, Acklay's down. That's the main thing. Best way to take out Acklay, saber throw. And turrets at the same time. Turrets. I always used to say turret. That's not just how I said it. I need to go up a tree branch. I hear another Acklay. Anyway. Right. And Felucia's done.
The Separatists' assault on Felucia has been severely crippled. We have them on the run.
Right.
When the 501st was finally rotated out of Felucia, Ayla Secura made a point of seeing us off personally, calling us the bravest soldiers she had ever seen. It's a good thing we were wearing helmets, because none of us could bear to look her in the eye.
Why's that, trooper? Guess we'll never know. You know, this is actually Battle of Coruscant, not Battle of Kashyyyk. Yeah, get it right, game. Do, 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 do. do, 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 boo, 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 boo. Waiting. The love. Now, since we're going to Kashyyyk, and we were just talking about Jedi.
When the Separatists' invasion of Kashyyyk caught the Republic flat-footed, a detachment of the 501st was sent in to stop the bleeding until reinforcements could arrive. It was a textbook suicide mission, and we knew it. As we fought our way into Kashyyyk's atmosphere, most of us believed that the only way we'd be getting off this planet was in a body bag.
That's depressing. But yes, there have been Wookiee Jedi. The only one I can think of in canon is Gungi the Jedi Youngling, who made a lightsaber with a wooden hilt. And there's Tyvaka, Plo Koon's master in Legends, who was a member of the Jedi Council till he got killed and Plo Koon took his place.
We've got fighters.
Maybe I should have actually taken a bomber. That probably would have been a good idea. First space battle that we actually have reinforcements to worry about. And with the Separatist guns just hammering us. Yeah, well, I guess it's okay that I died because to grab a V-wing bomber.
Attention, all second stage pilots on deck. Chase down that scout.
Whenever it's these bombing, destroy certain things missions, bombers are always the best. When it comes to fighting it's just fighters, the interceptor class ships are always the best. But if none are available, the regular all-purpose fighter will do, like the TIE fighter, the ARC 170, the Vulture droid, and the X-wing. How did I forget the X-wing?
Their ship guns are pounding our shields. Take out those heavy...
But as far as interceptors go, there's the Jedi Starfighter, which I don't know why the clones have access to. Jedi Interceptor, the Tri-Fighter,
All hands to battle stations. Repeat, all hands to battle stations.
the A-Wing, and the TIE Interceptor. And bombers, there's the V-Wing, which we're flying now, a CIS Strike Bomber, a TIE Bomber, and the Y-Wing.
Head back to the hangar for your next objective.
Chase down that scout.
Oh, we're gonna have to take the LAT gunship over there. That's the least favorite part of it.
Tri-fighter, on your tail.
The thing is about the gunships, they actually act as mobile command posts. So you can land in the enemy hangar and then spawn there if you die, as long as the gunship's still there. The Republic has a LAT gunship. Sometimes the droids will have a droid gunship, depending on the map you're playing on. The Imperials have the Imperial shuttle, depending on what map you're playing on.
Make your way to their critical systems and destroy
And
support systems.
do the Rebels have anything? Oh no, I think they just use a LAT gunship as well. That's what I think. Hey, leave the... I should have been a Marine. Return. Stay away from me, droids. Their engines are down. See if I can make it across the hall, across the corridor. I don't know if I'll survive now. Nope. Hopefully the gunship's still there. It is. All right, now let's get up a notch. Just because. Destroy that. Actually, did it get destroyed? No. And I think that only affects the auto turns on the surface of the ship. Yeah, it's only on the surface. It would be nice if it disabled the auto turns inside the ship. But no.
Take out that battle droid.
I can maybe... Nope. No, it didn't. Why do droids need life support systems? The only people on a separatist cruiser that need life support are the living commanders. Like if Dooku or Grievous or Ventress are on it. Yes, Grievous technically will still need life support. He can survive in the vacuum of space, but probably not for long. As we saw in Revenge of the Sith when he ruptures the front window and lets himself get sucked out by it. Probably not for long because he still has living organs. Especially his eyes are not. He actually has eyes, not photoreceptors. He has lungs, which is why he's coughing. And other organs. Even though I don't think he needs to eat. Maybe he does. But I think he might take off the mask for that. Yeah. After the shuttle crash, or he submitted to, after he submitted to the changes, depending on which canon you're following. Or timeline you're following, I should say.
Command has an easy mission, pilot. Grab the enemy's battle plan
Easy?
and bring it back to our hangar.
Did they destroy the LAT gunship?
All hands
I
to
think they
battlefield.
did.
Repeat. All hands to
Whatever, I'm taking the interceptor. Because it'll be quick. Move, just ignore me. Just ignore the clone pilot. Just ignore the clone pilot. Just coming to steal your your datacron. Or data holocron. And I'm gone. Well, not yet. Not till I'm in my fighter.
You picked up a fighter.
I'm gone. Woo, barrel roll, Woo.
Attention. Clear the
If
hangar
I kept that up, I could have crashed. That wouldn't have been good.
Don't let that try get away.
One sec, guys. Ah. Sorry about that, guys. Ah.
Well done, man. Now let's get down there and liberate Kashyyyk.
I think this would be a good place to stop. Because we're nearly at an hour mark.
As the 501st finally broke through the Sept blockade over Kashyyyk, I took a long look back at the battle that continued to rage over the planet, and wondered why so many had to die for a bunch of walking carpets. Then I followed my orders and turned planetward.
Right, well. Well, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna end it here, guys. We're actually gonna save because I have been. Oh, that's still. Ignore that. Right. Save. And that's gonna be it next time on Star Wars Battlefront 2. We're probably gonna hopefully get through the rest of the campaign. All right. Have a good one, guys.